I've gotten to the point with like time off that I am so ready to be back on.
Some things have to give in order for others to fit. And
I did something cool for New Year's, which I think we should do every year. Because
Yeah.
it's like an easy...
Oh, I'll do it every year from now.
Yeah.
It's an easy thing.
And then you're like, okay, what do I want my routine to look like for the next year? And how can I start implementing those changes now?
I am going to need to tighten it up if I want the life that I want.
But like that's not a failure. That maybe you poured yourself into like hanging out with family and friends.
Yeah. The clock hit midnight and I was like, I'm going to learn Spanish. I was like...
Perfect. Nailed it.
Yeah. So we're filming at a new time right now, and I feel like we have to disclaim that because our energy is different.
Yeah.
Usually our substance of choice is either alcohol or cannabis.
Yeah.
But today we have caffeine.
Yes, we have espresso, matcha, and lattes.
And soy latte. We're all going to be getting back into the waking up early swing of things because it's January 3rd, you go back to work on Monday. I go back to work on Monday. My boss is retiring this month, so everything is going to change for me at work. But I want to get into our wishes.
Yeah.
As we did something cool for New Year's, which I think we should do every year. Because
100%,
it's like an easy...
Oh, I'll do it every year from now.
Yeah.
It's an easy thing. We didn't talk about it on the
I
last
don't think
episode.
so.
It was so long ago.
Because also, like, everyone kind of does this a little differently, I've come to find. Some
I've
people
seen
don't
several
burn them
videos.
until January, February, March. Like, they make 12 wishes and then they burn one each month.
Oh.
But the way I did it is made my 12 wishes and then starting on the night of the solstice, burned one, and then the last wish is, like, up to you, kind of.
Yeah.
Your responsibility.
Yeah.
This is your responsibility to see this one come to fruition, and the rest of them the universe has.
Yeah.
It's up to the universe to take care of.
So when I made my wishes, I had a gut feeling that it was going to be this one.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the one that I'm most responsible for. Or like, it's most in my control.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's going to be this one, and I'm going to hate that it's this one. And it was.
I kind of had that where I was like, I feel like it could be this one, but there were a couple that I was between.
As I was burning my last scroll, had a very clear... So when I wrote mine down, she came over and she was like, all right, here's the categories. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll just come up with 2 from each category. I did it real quick. And then I rolled them up real quick. And I was like, you know what's nice about this is I don't even remember what I wrote down.
Yeah.
So it was just like a stream from the subconscious onto the paper.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, it's taken care of. But as I was burning my last one, the one that I got, it would like flash in my head, and I just knew without a doubt, this is the one I'm gonna open.
I love that.
And I was like, dang it. And as soon as I opened it, I was like, I just knew.
Ooh,
it.
I'm so curious.
So we have one of the scrolls.
This is my scroll.
Mine's taped in my journal already.
Mine's actually on my bulletin board at home.
So I took my scroll. So the first thing I saw was the number 8. And I was like, oh, I numbered mine. I was like, 8's my lucky number.
Oh,
Let's see what it says on here.
That's crazy, you got 8.
It says to fall madly in love.
Oh
And
my God.
I know this does not mean with a person. This means fall madly in love with myself, with life, with every day. Fall madly in love with just the process of being me.
I love that that's in your control. Like,
It is in my control, and
Yeah.
I knew that this is the one it was going to be, and I knew exactly what it was talking about.
Yeah. That's nice when it just hits you and you're like, I know what I need to do.
And I was like, you know what? I am going to fall madly in love with my life. That is my job right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Coffee cheers to that.
And you're doing it.
I am doing it, yeah.
Well, mine was a savings goal.
Oh.
That I was like, this is going to be a push to get to. But I am thinking about things for my future right now. Yesterday, Maria and I bought a dining table.
Nice.
We moved that crappy leather couch out of the music room and moved the piano, and now there's a
big
big space.
That'll be
We bought
nice.
a dining table and chairs. And I was like, I am going to need to tighten it up if I want the life that I want. So it's a savings goal. I won't say how much, but I think I can do it. I think I can pull it off.
You know you can.
Yeah, you know you will.
Yeah. Mine was, it's interesting. It's kind of, well, I'll just go into it. So I want to like start coaching people this year a lot. And one thing that I think I need to work on is like better telling my story and like having people just better explain things. And so that's what I want to work on. Like that was my goal, is to just become like an amazing storyteller. I know that's so random, but
no, I love that.
I love that, yeah.
Because I think that'll help me, like, when I'm like captivated by people who can explain something to me. Like, actually my boss Scott is very good at this. He can explain something to me that's like kind of complicated, but make it very like black and white, but also make it interesting. And I'm like so captivated by people that can do that really well. And I think it's a really strong skill set to have.
I agree.
Think public speaking almost.
Yeah.
Not exactly public speaking, but I mean that's why I started my YouTube channel, was so that I would get more comfortable being able to express myself to myself, is what I said was my goal to my coach at the time. And that's why I started my YouTube channel. Michelle, do you have something to share with us?
I started a YouTube channel. I haven't told you yet.
I know you guys talked about how you're doing it. Yay! I'm so excited about it.
I'm going to be sharing things on YouTube. I want to read you my description.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is very good.
So
there is no large language learning model. There's no ChatGPT in the world that can write like Michelle can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's true.
So this is what I put as my description. I am here to provide nourishment, to nourish people, places, plants, animals, spirit, and energy.
Yep.
That means I am an expert level self-care girly. Drink up, the tap is flowing.
Fuck yeah. It's so you.
It is so you.
Yeah.
I love that. And it's so perfect.
And it lets me encompass all of the things that I do, because I think one of the things that prevented me from starting a YouTube channel was like, how do I pick my niche when I have like, I like my bread making and I like my self-care and I like all the little things that I am, gardening and all that. And I was like, but nourishment.
It's all
under nourishment.
And also I think that you'll find after you start and like just do it, probably one of the things in that realm
will stand out.
Is going to like
shine. Yeah. And
but
I'll
you
know
have
where
to
to
start
focus. Yeah.
And just like start broad before you can
That's
that
what
out.
I've found has been the case with mine, is weirdly also titles that work best and like ideas that work best are like kind of negative skewed.
Yeah.
I've realized. So like, stop over consuming XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
Or not negative, but like using the words
stop.
Like,
you
need to quit this if you want to do this. So we'll definitely have some YouTube dates and like talk SEO and stuff, but I'm so excited for you for that. But okay, I think that leads well into what we have just talked about, or what have just gone through, which is the holiday break from school, because we're all children in school.
Hell yeah.
I take care of children that are on break.
I've had to work like every other day, but I mean not that much, but I have gotten to the point with like time off that I am so ready to be back on. And I think that it's so needed when you have a break that pushes you to the point of breaking, where you're like, I don't think I can do another day of like this unstructured relaxing. I don't think I can do another day of just puttering around. Like I know I'll want it again in 5 days after I've worked for 5 days. I'll be like, oh, thank God it's Saturday and I can putz around, as you say. But I think this time off has inspired me to look at the next month as like time on.
Yeah.
And especially because I'm doing the Gymshark 66 challenge, and I have to like focus on getting stuff for that.
I've been very nervous about going back because I just like might have overstuffed my plate because I'm doing yoga teacher training. I've got this coaching thing where like I'm supposed to be posting every day and reaching out to people. There's just a lot. And then I took on this client that we're starting Monday, and I'm like, I still have my job.
Yeah.
And so I'm a little nervous, but I think that I'm making it bigger in my head than it's going to be. Like, I think I'm just going to figure it out. And one thing that, actually, I'll jump to my fitness thing. I'm very, like, I must do this every week, and if I don't, then, and I've realized, like, some things have to give in order for others to fit, and that's one thing that I'm restructuring, and I'm actually enjoying it, because it's, like, when I go to the gym, I'm more focused, because I'm, like, gotta get this done.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, in everything I do, I'm more focused, because I'm, like, I don't really have the luxury to just fuck around.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how it goes.
That's the nice thing about having a new year, though, is it's like now I can build new habits and new systems and new routine from the ground. Like the break gives you a break from your routine. And then you're like, okay, what do I want my routine to look like for the next year? And how can I start implementing those changes now? And it's such a nice, crisp, fresh, like, start.
Yeah.
I was like, the other day to Maria, I was like, this is my Super Bowl. The new year is my Olympics. Like, the new journals, the new Notion pages.
It is nice.
And this year, in my December update video on my YouTube channel, I was like, I'm not gonna fall prey to like the new year, new me, but because I don't like have any ideas of what else I want to do. I want to just like keep continuing everything. I don't want to. But then I swear the clock hit midnight, and I was like, I'm gonna learn Spanish. like
must find something else.
New things started coming into my head, and I was like,
there's always something. Yeah. You know what I've found though, for New Year's, I always get this like boost in the springtime. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like I use the winter time to like perfect my new self, and then like spring hits, and that's when I'm like, let's go. Implementing more.
Well, fires like you're in the planning stages in the winter, and then when spring comes, you're like, let's go.
Yeah, and so that's what I've kind of found is happening to me, which I'm okay with, because I'm like, this is how goals work. Like, you set them, and then you've got to like kind of figure out how to implement them into your life, and then you.
But also, you have to understand that just like women have 4 seasons to our cycle, the Earth has 4 seasons. And we are in the menstrual cycle of the Earth. This is the go inside.
We are shedding.
Go get under blankets, be comfortable, come up with your plan. And then when the spring comes, that is that week after your period when you have all that energy to go out there and get after it, So that's just going with the rhythms, the natural rhythms, of doing, planning and then doing,
But so I guess it's okay if you have goals and it's like you're not hitting them, starting January 1, you're not 100% hitting them every time because that's going to happen. And your goals probably aren't that hard to achieve if you're hitting 100% every single day. Yeah. Like you should probably be at like 80% every day because otherwise you're not reaching far enough.
And you definitely have to be in the like imagining it stages. Like you have to think about things before you do them, obviously. And you can like build it out in your head. I don't know. That's how I work. I'll have an idea and I'll build it out in my head, and then I'll be like, all right, now that I have all the details figured out, let's go do it, Yeah. And this is like the build it out in your head stage part of life right now is like this time of year. It's too cold to just go get after it right now.
Mm-hmm. You know what I've realized though? It's harder to do that in this day and age, especially if you're trying to like be a content creator or like put yourself out there online, because if you're not visible, it's almost as if you're not doing anything. And I think it's like, well, sometimes you have to do things behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you are visible, it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like I'm very behind the scenes right now, because I have not been.
Same, yeah.
Like, I've been doing more ideating than creating.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay, because you have to
Yeah.
have that, or else creating becomes, like, more difficult, I feel like.
Yeah, but what you were saying actually made me think about something. I listen to a lot of self-helpy kind of videos, and they always talk about visualization, and I'm always like, yeah, visualization, like I do that, I do. But then when you think about it, it's like, do you actually sit down and like really zoom in on what you want and really sit in the feeling of what you want? Or are you just consuming the things that are telling you this is what you have to do? And then it's the same as the vision board thing, like putting only the end goal. You're going to trick your brain into being like, oh yeah, I did that. Like just by watching the video or looking at the vision board, you get that hit of dopamine instead of thinking about the process of like, okay, in order to get that shiny silver YouTube plaque, I'm going to have to set up my little corner and sit there and turn on the recording, and that like makes me anxious, but I can't just think about the little silver plaque at the end.
Yeah,
I have to think about the recording every time.
It's, you have a goal, and then you have to, I actually made a post about this the other day, you have to work backwards from your goal. Like, you have to be like, okay, this is where I want to get, but then there's like a million steps from now till then, and you just have to like take one at a time.
Yeah. So there's a quote from Nikola Tesla where he talks about how every machine that he ever made worked the first time he made it, and people were like, how? And he's like, because I did it in my head before I physically did it, and I thought of everything that could go wrong, and I fixed it before I actually did it.
Yeah.
That's so many times that I've made it flawless before I practice it outwardly.
Yeah. But, anyways, well.
Gym. I want to talk about the gym. And New Year's. This is like the New Year's episode for sure. So last New Year's, I've been really, really intense about goal setting for 4 years now, and like Notion, and I've been intense about journaling for like 13 years or something, since 2013, which it's 2026 now, so.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
But I've been like really dialed in with tracking my goal setting and stuff for a few years now, and I always find that when I get to the end of the year and I look back at the goals that I've set, I'm like, I mean, well, I did that. Like, and that's like the end of the feeling.
Yeah.
Like I always expect to be like, yes, like I nailed it. I was consistent with that. I actually did it. Because one of mine was like, actually post a vlog on YouTube. And remember when like January, February, March, we were making like those little vlogs?
Yeah.
And we stopped doing it, but like I did that, and then I started this new thing, but when I looked at my goals from 2025, I was like, I mean, I did that, yeah. And same with like my fitness goals.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm actually disappointed right now because I've been like at a better place than I was even then I set my goals to be. And now I'm back at where I set my goals to be, which is not that different, but it's still like noticeable to me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's what you wanted, girl.
But I think, again, like, two things. One, you have to reframe, I think, your thoughts to being like, okay, yeah, I've been maybe in a better place, but, like, it's okay to go like this, and then it's almost like a goal in itself to learn how to be okay with, like, going up and down, because that's hard about...
back.
Just like being, especially in the fitness space, I feel like it's hard to, if you've been here and then you like are here, it's like a mind fuck kind of. So you really have to, that is a goal. Like, how do you get through that? Because that's going to happen if you have kids, if you're in a season of life where you just can't, like, yes, you can stay, your lowest standard can be here. And you know, you're not going to go below that.
Yeah, that's
but
where
like,
I'm at right now.
if you're right above your lowest standard, you're like, oh, fuck. But, like, that's not a failure. That maybe you poured yourself into, like, hanging out with family and friends.
Yeah,
and
that's what I've been
working
the last
on your
2
mental
weeks.
health and stuff like that, which is more important than, you know, a six-pack sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, being with family the last 2 weeks has been like way prioritized over being in the gym.
Yeah.
Also, the feeling of not having that much satisfaction to accomplishing your goals is because we all have this like underlying false belief that the work is done once you accomplish the goal.
And that's why
And
you
you're
have to
like,
enjoy
oh,
the
I should
journey.
be resting. It's done and I've done it.
Yeah.
But there is no, it's done and I've done it. It's like, no, you did it and now you have to do the next thing and keep going and keep going and
because
keep going.
we're human.
Yeah.
We always want to keep evolving and getting better.
And you're not dead.
Yeah.
So if you're not dead, there's still more shit to do.
That's why you have to
get up and
enjoy
keep going.
the freaking journey.
Yeah.
Like, that is where your joy is going to come from, when you can be like, okay,
Yeah.
I know I want to be here and I'm here, but when I'm here, I'm going to want to be here. So,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
am I just going to be unhappy my whole life and always want more, or am I going to, like, learn to just appreciate every stage?
Right.
Yeah.
And then that helps, I think, not get so worried when you're like, I'm behind, and, like,
Right.
it's going to work out if you want it to work out. You just have to keep going. So just know that, and then, like, enjoy making it work out.
Yeah.
You have to love the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, or else
And if you don't, then maybe you should find something that you do love the process of.
Right.
yeah.
Maybe your goals aren't the right thing for you and you need to reassess.
Yeah, I've definitely not shied away from that this year. Of just being like, oh, pivot. This
Yeah,
is
not for me. Yeah. And that's okay. Like, this goal is what I thought I wanted, but now that I'm, like, doing it, it's led me to somewhere else that I know I want to go, and that doesn't mean I failed at the goal. It means I realized that wasn't, like,
Or there was a
joy.
lesson that you had to learn in order to take the step towards where you're actually going. Or sometimes just your plan isn't exactly your plan. And you don't know it yet.
That's like this year. So last year, the holidays for me were very... It was like I was thrown into a washing machine and just like... and then popped out, and I was like, okay, that was a crazy ride. This year, I was like, okay, I'm going into it, and I felt like calm and in my house and whatever. And then I spent a lot of the holidays alone. Like, I saw my family, but not on the holidays. Mm-hmm. And so there were a few times I was like, what did I do? Like, I have no family. Like, I'm just, like, sitting here on Christmas alone, like... And it got me for a second, and then I was like,
Yeah.
Kristen, this is like what you've wanted for so long, is to just be able to have time at home to do what you want, to really think and, like, really understand yourself. And I'm doing that. And then as soon as I, like, remembered that, I was like, okay.
I'm glad you had that realization, because I've had those where I'm like, I'm so lonely, I'm so tired, I'm so uninspired, but I'm like, this is what you wanted. You wanted to be sitting, like, in your house, in your it's always when everything's done too that I feel the most, like, empty. Like, my house is clean, my, like, chores are done, my everything is, like, done, and now I have the time for myself, and I'm like, oh, but what am I supposed to do now?
It just goes to
I know
show.
you're, like, embarking on that kind of situation.
I'm grateful that you got a hold of me on New Year's Eve, because I was spending the whole day by myself taking my tree down. I was like, I mean, I guess this is fine, and I was reserved to just spending the day alone, and I was like, alright, cool. And then you're like, you want to come over? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
And you know what? And we talked about this that night. We were like, this is perfect, because, I mean, we actually hung out for longer than I was expecting, which I loved.
It was like an hour, maybe.
We were like, I think it was more than that.
It was
I think
it was like
2
an hour.
hours. Which I was
Based
totally
on the
fine
video
with.
I was sent, it sounded like you were together for 2 hours.
Yeah. But,
I thought it was like, that was a nice
good.
hour, and then I went home.
Because we would, like, be like, oh, let's go, like, we're gonna go, and then we start talking about something
Oh,
else.
yeah.
But,
The never-ending goodbye.
we talked about how it was so perfect because we both were alone for most of the day, and then we had that, like, quick socialization.
Yeah.
And then you go home and it's like you oddly feel totally different than if you wouldn't have that.
And you're just satisfied.
That.
Yeah.
You're just satisfied, and you're like after a good meal, you're like, I just feel good, and I can go and relax and just, now I can go sit in my peace in my clean house and
not feel
with nothing
like
to do.
pity.
Yeah.
Which is something I've actually, we all know that I am very, sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot, but we know I'm very,
this is a podcast.
Yeah, you're fine.
When it comes to, like, my relationships, I'm, like, I have stuff to do, you know, and I get, like, weird about committing to things because I have other things that I need to do. And then I'm always, like, trying to figure out what that balance is. And, like, okay, I need to be social, but I also need to do this. And what's given me comfort is in those moments that I'm like, okay, I'm in a good place. I feel like I want to see someone. I reach out to you guys typically. And I'm trying to be like, okay, hey, do you guys want to do something? And I'm like, if I'm doing that's me creating that balance, I guess.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times it's like, oh, Kristen never reaches out. But I'm trying to, when I have those moments, like, reach out. So I guess my advice would be, like, if you have an hour or two where you're like, oh, it would be nice to see someone, like, that's when you reach out.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, like, I'm going to be alone all day today. So I was, like, maybe 3 or 4 I could see we could do. Content, hang up my light, whatever. Just because it like gives you a boost.
Yeah.
And it's nice. I like how we didn't have anything written down for the friendship section.
We just made it up on the spot.
And we just did
That's
this.
true. Because we're good at being friends.
We are good at being friends. Should we do cat cards?
I want to talk about my personal operating system.
Oh, okay, yes.
So, I'm actually kind of structuring my coaching around this because makes my chaotic brain able to,
I'm excited
like,
about this.
So we were gonna implement EOS, which is like entrepreneurial, I cannot say that word, operating system at work last year. And so we read the EOS book, and, like, a lot of people probably know what it is if you work in that space, but this year we're actually going to implement it because we've kind of gone through all the kinks and stuff. And I'm rereading this book, and I'm like, this is how I'm, like, unknowingly living my life right now.
Oh.
And because I read it last year, and it's weird, I've been, like, implementing it without even knowing it in my life. But it's very much like, have a vision, and then figure out what your rocks are. And your rocks are, like, the biggest issues or things you need to tackle to get to your vision. And every, like, 60, 90 days, reassess those things. And then do it again. So kind of like what we were talking about with the goal setting. And there's so much to it. But I think having, like, an operating system for your life. Like, you have one at work. You go to work and you've got, like, SOPs, like standard operating procedures. So why don't we have that for life? Because especially if you're like me and you need that structure.
Yeah. No, I would say that I'm similar in the sense that I have a lot of, like, systems that I've written out. Like, this is how I go about this. Even with having someone start to kind of live with me, I'm realizing that I have systems in my house that are in place that I haven't even, like, dictated at all. But I'm like, okay, when I get home from the gym, I do this, and this in this order at this pace every day.
And, like, this is here so that I can do this easily. And that's what you have to look at. Like, if I make coffee every morning, I need a spoon and a mug. Like, let me put my spoon in the mug here where it's close. Yeah.
Love that shit.
I put my medicine cabinet up, the antique one that I got. Guys, It fits like everything in there.
Oh, that's
It's so nice, and it makes getting ready so much more enjoyable and less annoying. Just like by being able to open it and it's right there, instead of having to like turn around and reach for it, it's just right in front of me.
Yeah, because your bathroom was set up like that before. You would have to turn around.
And it was so annoying, and like everything was in my face, and when it would get messy, it would just like get me, and now it's just organized.
I feel you did when I did my dresser drawers like I showed you.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
those looked
so
amazing.
satisfying. I love it when everything just is perfectly put away.
Your environment is very important to your success, I feel like.
Yeah. Especially as women. It's for our nervous system. Our environment matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Do our countdown, Kristen.
1, 2, 3.
Of course.
You would get that one a lot.
Well, yeah, I got a tattoo of it.
Yeah, that's crazy though. You got all that glitters, huh?
Yeah, but I got it in protection.
I got peace.
Nice. Facing you?
Yeah.
I like that. I love that for you.
I feel it too. I'm like, I think I've been so anxious this whole break about going back to work. And the last few days I've been like, you know what? What's going to happen is going to happen. Mm-hmm. And like, you just have to roll with it.
That's what I'm feeling about my regime change at work. I'm like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be different. But you have no choice.
And like,
and you'll handle it.
There will be good things about it, and there will be bad things about it.
Yeah.
That was direct and mean.
Oh. I hate when Kat calls you out.
That was so direct and mean.
No, you don't have to.
I will. It's God.
It's so man. Kat just knows.
Wow. Okay.
That's like when I got Clean It Up like a couple months ago.
This is literally what it says. This is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about difficult situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you?
Oh my God! Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you?
Dude.
I'm like, jeez.
Wait, what number is
It was violent.
I just want to read it really quick.
Yeah.
Dude, that was about as
direct as, yeah.
Yeah. Which is not a bad thing, but
I still can't believe the first episode is called Clean It Up.
Oh, I can.
Like, that was just a foreshadowing.
It's so funny. What was I saw something the other day, and it was like, you know what to do, it's just not the answer you want.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that definitely hits home in a few areas for me. Okay.
Read that, and then we gotta wrap.
Well, freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. Doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. It's kind of like, enjoy the journey. Like,
yeah.
That's kind of how I take this. Is like, you don't have to get to this point to feel okay.
Yeah.
Like, you just need to feel okay, and then it'll happen.
Yeah.
Eventually. I mean, either way, I think it'll happen, but it'll be much more enjoyable if you just chill.
Yeah. Well, that was a good New Year's episode.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Mm-hmm.
It is. 2026.
And look,
I have a comment on yours. I think yours is telling you to invite and stop doing so much. You need to start receiving and stop doing.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, we all knew that.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yep. No, my word of the year is abundance.
Really?
So, it's like accepting abundance. It's not like I'm going to create abundance.
Right, you have to just be willing to just receive. Yeah.
And not be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Which I totally get, because I'm the same way.
Yeah.
But, like, you can see it in other people.
Yeah.
So easily, but when it's happening to yourself, you're like, no, but...
I'm like, Kristen is crazy. She does too much. She puts too much on herself. And then I'm like...
You do the same shit. Yeah.
And then you're like, Barrett, you're crazy. You put too much stuff. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all need to just take a fucking chill pill and
relax. Yeah. And with that...
Love you, princess.
Love you.
Like and subscribe.
Perfect. Nailed it.